All right. All right, I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm going to try. Probably going to get out, but I'm going to try. Strike one. Oh! Are you sure that was a strike? I already got one strike against me. I only have two left. Strike two. No, that wasn't even close. Come on. Oh, man. I got two strikes against me now. It's the umpire. He's just not making good calls. I only got one strike left. Let me at least try to swing at it. Strike three, you're out. Oh, man. I don't like this game. Nobody signs up. So I'm probably the last person in. What, you got out too? Bonds, get back in there. It's your turn again. Oh, do I have to? I got out last time. I've already been out so many times. All right. Man, I've been doing this for a while. 3 months, can you believe it? I haven't got a hit yet. Oh, man. All right, let me try again. There's a ground ball down the third base line. Run ahead. Out! Oh! Can't you give it to me? That person's been in there less time and they got the first. This isn't any fun. I'm not getting anyone. Can't sell any product. I'm telling you, you're not going to get anyone either. You see. Yep. No, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Those guys you hear about, that's just luck. Bonds, get back in there. Oh! I think I'm just going to quit. Crack! It's way back there. It's on the track. It's at the wall. It's caught. Oh, if that fence was just 10 feet closer in, it would have been a home run. It could have been a home run. It should have been a home run. Now think about this as we're laughing and having a good time. If baseball was really like that, Could you imagine being in the stadium watching Barry Bonds act like that? Could you imagine sitting at home watching the game with your friends and seeing professional baseball players act that way? The scary part is the stands would still be full. Why? Because it would be entertaining. Look at Barry Bonds. He's crying at second base. He asked the umpire, could he let him have it? It would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? It would be ridiculous. The fact is, you're going to get out a lot. You want to be a millionaire baseball player? You're going to be out a lot. You're going to step up to the plate, and you're going to ground out, fly out, pop out, foul out, strike out, and be out every way imaginable. And every time you do, you run off the field, and you go in that dugout, and you have a great attitude. Why? Because you love the game, and secondly, because you should appreciate having a game to play. You have a great team. You have great coaches. You have great opportunities. But you got to be tougher than that, stronger than that. Baseball, yes, physical, but it's all mental. It's all mental. You have to prepare yourself and get ready to step up in that batter's box and visualize your success. The bottom line is you have to expect the best and prepare for the worst. Expect the best on every presentation, but prepare for the worst. Expect the best on every product demonstration, and prepare for the worst. All kinds of things happen in the game of baseball that's unpredictable. The game, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know where the ball's going to get hit. You have to be ready. You have to see that home run. You have to see that success. And even though you know, statistically, you're going to get out most of the time, you still love the game. Now, once you do get a hit, you're going to start running the bases. Because the goal in baseball is to score runs. It's to start at home and get all the way around back to home. And if you do it right, hopefully it'll be a better home than you started with. Hopefully it'll be more square footage. Hopefully it'll have all the toys that you love to have. Because that's why you play the game. For the love of the game, for the achievement, for the way you feel by winning, and by seeing the fruits of your labor. So, when you get that hit and you get to first, so many people get so excited when they get to first. Why? Because they're safe. Most people in life are at first. Most of the people you talk to on a daily basis, trying them to get them to understand it's not about being on first, it's about being at home. It's about scoring. But most of the people you're talking to are at first. Why? It's safe. It's secure. it's my comfort zone. As long as I stay on first, I can't get out. But you also can't get to second. Sometimes even in this business, we get to first and we celebrate. Now, there's nothing wrong with being happy about getting to first, but when you watch Major League Baseball and the runner gets to first, they don't celebrate. The team doesn't run out of the dugout and go crazy. Maybe the first base coach gives you a little pound. That's it. Because really, what have you done? You're 3/4 short of your goal. I mean, you get a pound. Good job. Now the next step is taking your foot off of first. Why? So that you can get to second. Is it a risk? Yes. It's a risk. You're taking your foot off of your comfort zone. You're taking your foot off of and getting outside the box. You're getting outside the box. Most people won't get outside the box. Most people won't take their foot off first, which is why they will never get to second, which means they ultimately will never score a run. Now, once you take off and you get to second, once again, you're halfway there. When you get to second, it's a little bit harder because you don't even have no one around you. Your coach is at first, your coach is at third. Therefore, you need to be really skilled at paying attention to the signs. So many people want to do everything for themselves. They don't incorporate the efforts of other people, meaning not only the people you get in your group, but the people and the leaders you have to share with you what you need to do to get to the next base. You got to pay attention to the signs because sometimes they can see things you can't see. That's why you got a third base coach giving all these signs. And you pay attention to them. Most people aren't. And that's how you get out. That's how you get out. See, you've got to pay attention to the signs. You've got to do things in the game that's just not about you. For instance, sometimes you may even be called up to bunt. And you might have the attitude like, well, I don't bunt. I hit home runs. Who are you playing for? The team. See, sometimes the reason when people don't want to bunt is because when they step up to bunt, they look at it like they're making a sacrifice. But you're not making a sacrifice, you're making an investment. People are always talking about, I'm sacrificing. No, you're not. I'm making such a sacrifice. No, you're not. A sacrifice is something that's lost. An investment is something you get back that and more. You're making an investment. Pay attention to the signs. There's so many signs. Pay attention to everything. What people say, what people do, all the signs. That'll help you to get around the bases if you pay attention to all the signs. So finally, you're taking off because you're building a team. How does the game work? You get on base first. You got to get up there. That's the other thing about this business is people get in, they want everybody else to do the work. You have to lead by example. Get up to the plate and get on base. Find a way. Make it happen. Get on base. Even if you're not a home run hitter, if you can get to first and you can get somebody else at the plate, who knows? Maybe they can hit a home run and drive you in. Maybe not. Maybe they're just going to hit a single. That's going to push you up to second. Maybe the next person's only going to hit a single. That's going to push you to third. Now here's where it gets interesting. Because now it's just you, that home plate, and that catcher. Now let's think about this for a second. The game of baseball. If you run from home to first and the first baseman is in your way, that's illegal. That's interference. They give you the base. If you run from first to second and the second baseman or the shortstop is in your way, they call that interference. They give you the base. If you run from second to third and that third baseman is in the way, that's interference. They give you the base. But when you run home, there ain't no such thing as interference. That catcher can block that plate. And not only that, he's the only player on the field dressed to block that plate. He's got a chest protector, a full mask, shin guards. You got nothing. You got a helmet. That's it. Therefore, you got to have the bigger heart. Therefore, you got to be the smarter one. You got to have the right mindset that no matter what, with that catcher being in there, you're going to score anyway. The question is, the goal is to score, is to get home. And that catcher is blocking that plate. The question is, who's the catcher in your life? Who's blocking your blessings? Who's blocking your goals? Who's standing in the way of you getting home? Is it your best friend? Is it your brother? Is it your sister? Is it your mom, your dad, your grandmother? What? Your grandmother could be in that mask and shin guards. She could be up there blocking that plate. It'll never work. You'll never score. You're even lucky you're on third. Or is the catcher you? Is it you? Are you blocking you? Are you facing you? Are you going to have to go through you? Because most people, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to go through you. Because you've been blocking your plate for a long time. Some of you haven't practiced enough to be a pro. Some of you haven't worked hard enough to be a pro. Some of you haven't given the effort to think about calling yourself a pro. But then there's others of you who've done that.
but you don't have the confidence to be a pro. You don't have the belief to be a pro. And you definitely don't have the zero doubt to be a pro. But you know what? That can all change. Whenever you're ready for it to change. Whenever you want it to change. Whenever you're ready to face you. Whenever you're ready to put on those gloves, to put on that helmet, to know that statistics or no statistics, I'm scoring. To know I'm going to get home no matter what. And then it's going to come to that time when you step to that plate. After all the preparation, all the practice, all the visualizing, all the effort, all the sweat, all the dedication, all the commitment, and you step into that batter's box with the game on the line. Right at that time, when you're coming down that third base line, after all that work, after all that effort, all that sweat, you were a talent scout. You were a manager. You were a coach. You were a player. You were a fan. And you put all that together. And you became a champion. A champion.
So, did you get by the catcher and score the winning run? Because I can tell you, that's going to be the most challenging part. This skit is loaded with great lessons. You're a player, a coach, a manager, a talent scout, and a fan. You've got to always be ready. But most importantly, you've got to accept the fact that you're going to get out a lot, and you have to be okay with that. So swing hard for the fences, but no matter what happens, always love the game and appreciate the fact that you have a game to play. So let's play ball. Now be sure to watch and listen to this character over and over and over again, as repetition is the mother of all learning. And also make it a point to watch and listen to all the Big Show characters. So until the next time, always remember, life is nothing but a big show.